bring that ass back like a boom, 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 boom.
Beauty is not in the face because beauty is in the light of the heart. Mabuhay Tondonians, and welcome to the final round presentation of Mr. and Miss MAPEH and Miss Q&A Queen 2021. And as we celebrate National Art Month, we from the MAPEH department celebrates beauty, wit, and talent of the Tondonians. And talking about beauty, I know that some of you are excited to meet our lovely and good-looking candidates. So hindi ko na patatagalin to. Eto na sila.
Mark Albert B. Jesus, 15, Abad Santos, Paso.
Nilo Roland Liwa Broso, Panday Pira.
Olvinico G. Aguro, 13, Pilapis. Ayesha Pulita, Tarigatongan, 14, St. Jude. Alexa Gwenji Morales, 14, Alpay. Antonin Arnanera, 18, Mel Alcalde. Justine Brazola, 15, Kirina. Sinari Chefkirai, Silver Soul, Perla. Carliota Santos, 14 years old, Belly.
Ernesto Cayetano, fresh, 14 years old, Quezon Street, Santos.
My name is John Bern David Bibiliarpa, 14, Pacheco.
JC Malaga, stunning 14, Chesa Street.
Ken Serrano, 16, CP Garcia.
Junior Ryan C. Pascual, 14, CP Garcia.
Paritay, 14, Lucky.
Hello everyone, my name is Jade Michael Brook, 16, Garcia!
Thank you so much, candidates. O diba? Ang gaganda at ang gagwapo ng ating mga candidates. And as we move on to the program, it is not a secret that everyone know that Tondonians are talented. So last February 20, we've asked our candidates to send their video for the talent presentation. Here are some highlights. It is time to know who won the Best in Talent Award for this year. Not only we will know the winners, but also we will have the opportunity to watch their talent. Let's start with Mr. MAPEH Best in Talent. And the winner of this year's Mr. MAPEH Best in Talent is Mr. MAPEH candidate number 2, Mark Albert De Jesus. Panoorin natin ang kanyang talent.
My talent presentation. And I use mbira. And mbira are a family of musical instruments traditional to the Shona people of Zimbabwe. They call kalimba. Kalimba was the registered trademark for his diatonic instrument that soon became popular around the world. And let's start. That's it, and thank you for watching. Keep safe.
Congratulations, Mr. MAPEH candidate number 2, Mark Albert De Jesus. And now let's move on to Miss MAPEH Best in Talent Award. And this year's winner for the Miss MAPEH Best in Talent is Miss MAPEH candidate number 4, Antoinette Llanera. Kung ano ang kanyang talento, panoorin natin ito. Congratulations, Miss MAPEH candidate number 4, Antoinette Llanera, for winning the Best in Talent for Miss MAPEH. Sa Miss Q&A Queen 2021. And the winner is Miss Q&A Queen candidate number 4, Ken Serrano. Ano nga ba ang kanyang talento? Let's watch this.
Sa panahon ng pandemya, kalungkutan ang laging nauuna. Ngunit nandito ako sa inyong harapan upang ipakita ang talentong sa inyong magpapasaya. Sabi nga ng ating comedy king, laughter is the best medicine.
Congratulations to all the winners. Napakahuhusay talaga at napakatalintado ng mga Tondonians. Narito na ang criteria for judging for the final round present. And the criteria for judging: wit and content is 40%. Poise and delivery is 30%. Confidence is 20%. Overall impact is 10%. For a total of 100%. Now that we know the different criteria for judging, it is time to know who will choose this year's winners. Let's meet our panel of judges. Let's start with our first judge. She is an alumna of Tondo High School Batch 2012. She earned her bachelor's degree in education, major in biology at the Philippine Normal University. She is a senior high school teacher at Jesus Reigns Christian Academy, a proud sister of our dear MAPEH teacher, Mrs. Laris S. Gutierrez, Tondonians, Miss Lizette F. Salarzon. And for our second judge, he is a teacher and OIC of the MAPEH Department of Nangka High School in Marikina City. Earned his bachelor's degree in physical education at the Polytechnic University of the Philippines, and currently taking his master's degree in physical education and sports at the same university. A service awardee of Division of City Schools Marikina, my friend, Tondonians, Mr. Rodin Palogo. And finally, the chairman of the Board of Judges. A businessman, seafarer, and toy enthusiast. A YouTuber, a graduate of Dr. Carlos Lanting College, Valenzuela City. 2013 Mr. Resorts World Manila First Runner-Up. And a proud friend of our MAPEH teacher, Mr. Ryan Gutierrez. Tondonians, the chairman of the Board of Judges, Mr. Ricky Ver John Eman. O diba? Bigatin ang ating mga judge for this year. On behalf of the MAPEH department, I would like to thank our judges for their time, their effort in choosing who will be the next winners of this year of Mr. and Miss MAPEH and THS Miss Q&A Queen 2021. Thank you so much po. Ngayon, tutunguhan na tayo sa pinakamahalagang parte ng ating kompetisyon. Ngunit bago tayo mag-proceed dyan, nais ko munang ipaalam sa lahat na lahat po ng ating mga kandidata or mga kalahok, maliban lamang po sa isa na Mr. MAPEH, which is Mr. MAPEH number 1, ay sumalang po sa question and answer portion noong March 1 and 2. Sa dalawang araw po silang sumalang, magkakahiwalay na batch po. Sila ang pumili ng kanilang katanungan at binasa po ng 2 beses ang kanilang katanungan at binigyan sila ng 45 seconds para sagutin ang tanong. Simulan na natin ang final question and answer. Let's start with Mr. MAPEH candidate number 2, Mark Albert De Jesus. Here is your final question. People are afraid of being vaccinated against coronavirus. As a teenager, how will you convince someone to be vaccinated?
For me, bilang isang kabataan, ay mas inganyo ko ang lahat ng tao na huwag matakot sa vaccine na ito. Dahil ito ay makakatulong sa atin lahat upang mawala na ang virus na kumakalat sa nakakapanira ng kalikasan natin at maraming buhay na rin ang kinuha. Kaya sa lahat ng tao dyan na inahihiyaan ko lahat na magpabaksin upang tayo maging ligtas sa pandemyang ito. Ayun lang po at maraming salamat.
Thank you so much, Mr. MAPEH candidate number 2. Let's move on now to Mr. MAPEH candidate number 3. Neil Roland Brozo. And your final question is, your generation is being exposed in the use of social media. What advice you can give to someone to use social media in a positive way?
Isang millennial na babad sa social media, gagawin kong magiging isang magandang ehemplo ako sa mga kabataan ngayon at magiging isang magandang huwaran. Ipapakita ko sa kanila kung ano ba ang dapat na tama at maling paggamit ng social media. Dahil nababatid na sa panahon ngayon, maraming peking gumagamit ng account. Sa panahon ngayon, maraming taong hindi natin alam kung siya ba yung nakakausap natin. Bilang isang mag-aaral, hikayatin ko na magkaroon ng tama at sapat na kaisipan ng bawat isa para sa tamang paggamit ng social media. Ayun lamang po at maraming salamat po.
Thank you so much to our Mr. MAPEH candidates. Now let's move on to our Miss MAPEH candidates. Beginning with Miss MAPEH candidate number 1, Audrey Nicole Aduro. And here is your final question. Social distancing or physical distancing sets as invisible line for us to socialize with our friends. What will you do to show appreciation to your friends?
Kailangan po natin ang social distancing upang maiwasan po natin ang pagkahawa ng sakit na COVID-19. At lagi po tayo tatandaan, tayong makakaibigan ay maghugas ng kamay, mag-alcohol pagtapos ng mga nahawakang bagay na marurumi. At dapat laging may pagitan ang ating at dapat lagi tayong layo-layo sa isa't isa upang maiwasan ang virus. Yun lamang po at maraming salamat.
Thank you very much, Miss MAPEH candidate number 2. Let's move on to Miss MAPEH candidate number 3, Ayesha Satori Gatongay. And your final question is, self-confidence is very important in your generation. What advice you can give to someone to boost his or her confidence in this time of pandemic?
Bilang isang kabataan, paano ko may spread ang aking confidence? So, magitan lang po ng kahit ano lang pong gawin mo sa sarili mo, basta alam mo na tama. Kasi dahil alam mo na tama, nag-e-enjoy ka, yon, gawin mo kung anong gusto mo. And it's okay to be scared. Being scared means you're about to do something. It's really, really brave. Just like Mother Teresa said, not all of us can do a great thing, but all of us can do a great thing with a small, great love. Ay lamang po at maraming salamat.
Thank you very much, Miss MAPEH candidate number 2. Let's move on to our Miss MAPEH candidate number 3, Alexa Gwen Maralit. And your final question is, given the opportunity to promote your school, how will you promote it?
Ang paaralang Tondo High School ay napakasaya. Napakasaya ito dahil marami kang makakahalibilo na bago mga kaibigan at mga teachers na napakababait at mga estudyanteng matatalino, palakaibigan at ang Tondo High School ay dito mo mararanasan na lahat ng bagay bubuo sa'yo ng Tondo High School, bubuo sa'yo ng high school life.
Thank you very much, Miss MAPEH candidate number 3. And let's move on to our Miss MAPEH candidate number 4, Antoinette Lianera. And your final question is, people loses hope because of the pandemic. As a teenager, what advice you can give to your generation and why?
Ang sasabihin ko sa mga taong na nawawalan ng pag-asa ay laging manalangin sa Panginoon Diyos. Dahil alam naman po natin na itong pandemya na ito ay matatapos din. At alam naman po natin sa panahon ngayon ay meron ng bakuna ang napadala dito sa ating bansa. At alam ko sa simpleng bakuna na yun ay maliligtas tayo. At naway huwag tayong mawawalan ng pag-asa. At gusto kong pakita sa kanila na mas lalo nilang tanggapin si God sa kanilang puso upang hindi tayo mapanghinaan ng loob. Dahil akong kabataan, naranasan ko yan. Ayun lamang po, maraming salamat.
Thank you very much, Miss MAPEH candidate number 4. Now let's move on to our Miss MAPEH candidate number 5, Justine Brazola. And your final question is, having a beautiful face and a good attitude is an asset. How will you use that asset to inspire others or your fellow youth?
Naniniwala po ako na kailangan ay naniniwala ako na kailangan trabahuin ko muna aking sarili upang maimpluwensyahan ko ang kapwa ko kabataan na maging katulad ko, dahil yun ang daan upang maipakita ko na dapat ay maging mabuti tayo.
Thank you so much, Miss MAPEH candidate number 5. And let's move on to our Miss MAPEH candidate number 6, Saint Erich Giray. And here is your final question. They say sharing is caring. In your age, what do you think you can share to your community in this time of pandemic?
Pagtulong po upang makita po ng mga kabataan ng mga tao ngayon kung paano tumulong, dahil karamihan po sa atin ay hindi po nauuso ang tumulong. Kaya naman gusto ko may pakita sa kanila kung ano ang kahalagahan nito. Kaya naman po gusto ko ibahagi sa kanila kung paano ang tumulong. Yun lang po.
Thank you very much, Miss MAPEH candidate number 6. Moving on to our next candidate, Miss MAPEH candidate number 7, Carly Santos. And your final question is, as a millennial or as a teenager, what is the most beautiful thing in this world and why?
Para po sa akin, ang pagsali ko po dito sa paddle, dahil kahit manalo at matalo, matatanggap ko pa rin po kasi ito lang po yung mga bagay na magandang nangyari sa buhay ko. Maraming sumusuporta sa akin, kaibigan, magulang, lahat ng mga taong sa paligid ko. At yun lamang po, maraming salamat.
Ang gagaling ng ating Miss MAPEH, di ba? Ngayon naman, tunghayan natin kung gaano kahuhusay pagdating sa sagutan ang ating Miss Q&A candidate. Simulan na natin kay Miss Q&A Queen candidate number 1, Ernesto Cayetano. And your final question is, If you could be someone aside from your family or close friend for a day, who would it be and why?
I think I chose my family because family is the most powerful weapon in the world, and I think sila yung binigay sa akin ni Lord na hindi kayang palitan ni naman, na kahit pagpiliin ng material na bagay, sila yung taong isang araw pa na lagi kong pagbibigyan at lagi kong hihilingin sa Panginoon, at ayun ang lagi kong pipiliin. Yun lang po, at maraming salamat.
Thank you so much, Miss Q&A Queen Candidate number 1. Now let's move on to Miss Q&A Queen Candidate number 2, John Byrd Villarpa. And your final question is, if there is one thing you would like to change in your surroundings, what would it be and why?
Ladies and gentlemen, ang aking ipapalit po ay ang aking ugali. Dahil naniniwala ho ako na karamihan po sa tao na hindi ko na po nalalaman kung anong nagagawa ko sa aking kapwa. Dahil naniniwala ho ako na mas maganda pong maging mabuting tao bilang dito sa mundo natin ginagalawa. Nahigit lalo na po na tayong mga LGBT community na kailangan ho natin mas maging mabait na tao dito sa mundo, dahil naniniwala po ako sa isang kasabihan na mananatili tayong mabait. Ayun lang po at maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat, Miss Q&A Queen Candidate number 2. Ngayon naman, tunghayan natin ang kagalingan ni Miss Q&A Queen Candidate number 3, James Malaga. And your final question is, depression is the common problem of the youth today, especially in this time of pandemic. What advice you can give to someone who is suffering from depression?
Dapat po natin ipakita sa kanya na sa kanya na mahal natin siya, at ipakita natin sa kanya na sa ating pakikisama para hindi mag-iba ang kanyang by loving each other, loving and care, and spread love. That's all, and I thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss Q&A Queen Candidate number 3, James Malaga. Let's move on to our Miss Q&A Queen Candidate number 4, Ken Serrano. And your final question is, as a teenager, what do you think is the most valuable thing you cannot bring and why?
Wala ko na bilang isang kabataang Pilipino na wala akong hindi kakayanin. Bakit? Sapagkat nasa dugo kong isang pagiging Pilipino na kinakaya ang lahat ng pagsubok, mapaunos man ito kung anumang pagdaanan ko. Katulad na lamang ng mga nangyayari sa panahon ng pandemya, lubos ako nagpapasalamat sa ating Panginoon sapagkat hindi niya ako pinapabayaan, binibigyan niya ako ng lakas ng loob upang lumaban at magpatuloy. Tulad ko, sa aming pamilya may isa sa aming pamilya nagkaroon ng COVID-19, ngunit patuloy kaming lumalaban upang ipagpatuloy ang aming buhay at ang aming nasimulan dahil kay Lord nananampalataya kami at higit kaming lumalaban upang ipagpatuloy ang aming buhay at bilang kabataan.
Thank you so much, Miss Q&A Queen Candidate number 4. And let's move on to our Miss Q&A Queen Candidate number 5. Miss Q&A Queen Candidate number 5, John Ryan Pascual. And your final question is, they say being different among others is being unique. How will you explain uniqueness?
Pagiging unique ay kakaiba, tama yan. Dahil kung mapapansin natin, katulad ako at katulad ng mga candidates na mga sumali dito, ay pare-parehas kaming iba-iba. Iba-iba kami ng kasuotan, iba-iba kami ng katangian, at iba-iba kami ng katalinuhan. At ang sinasabi kong unique ay kung sino ka. Dahil kung sino ka, ayun yung unique. Ang pagiging unique ay isa sa mga pinakamagandang gagawin natin. Dahil kung magiging isang unique ka, ikaw na yon. And that's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Miss Q&A Queen Candidate number 5. And let's move on to our Miss Q&A Queen candidate number 6, Carl Binicario. And your final question is, among the famous people you know, in the history or aside from your family or your parents, who do you admire and why?
Para po sa akin, ang hinahangaan ko, bukod sa pamilya ko, si Dr. Jose Rizal. If we know, Dr. Jose Rizal is our hero. Opo, bayani po natin siya. At hindi po siya gumagamit ng sandata o kahit ano man po nakakasakit. Bagkus pinakikita niya lang kung ano ang tama at kung anong alam niyang tama para ipaglaban ang karapatan niya. Karapatan na sa paligid niya at ng mga tao. At naniniwala po ako sa pag-idolo ko ito sa kanya. May a-apply ko sa sarili ko ang paglaban sa karapatan. Lalo na sa panahon ngayon ng diskriminasyon, kailangan po natin lumaban para sa karapatan natin at karapatan ng ibang tao. Kaya kung tatanungin niyo ako, who is my idol? That's Dr. Jose Rizal, and no one can judge him by the name of her. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss Q&A Queen candidate number 6. Let's move on to our last candidate for Miss Q&A Queen. Candidate number 7, John Michael Brua. And your final question is, as a teenager, which do you think is the most important? What you say or how you say it?
Education. Education is important for everyone in teenager because ito po ay dito po tayo makakuha ng talino. Dito po tayo, ito po ay ipapamana ng ating magulang para sa atin. Dahil dito po kahit ang ating edukasyon, ito ang susi ng ating buhay. Maraming salamat. Ayun lamang po. Thank you.
O diba? Napakahusay at napakagagaling sumagot ng ating mga kalahok. Partida, sila ay nasa 45 seconds time limit pa. As we are about to end the program, Tondonians, let's take a look again with our Mr. and Miss MAPEH and THS Miss Q&A Queen candidate 2021. Thank you very much, candidates. Last year was a very memorable moment as we crowned our third Miss Hermes MAPEH and our second THS Miss Q&A Queen. As their reign is about to end, we will surely miss this beautiful and lovely king and queen.
Exciting and rewarding. 3 words to describe my 4 tries in Tondo High pageant. My experience as a Miss Q&A Queen MAPEH is extraordinarily fantastic, and it takes a village to get to explain. I thank God for showing me an amazing circle of support system, an experience I will cherish forever. To family and friends, the angel of my life, thank you for guiding me from above, my constant source of strength since day one of my journey. Thank you. To Kuya Lep, your unwavering encouragement keeps me on going. To my team, you are my core from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. To my Queen sisters, I'm glad I found the family in you. To Tondo High School, Mr. and Miss MAPEH and THS Miss Q&A, and Sir Andy Labongray, thank you for gifting me a wealth of knowledge and experience I will always treasure. Brace yourself and don't forget to pray. To everyone, be greater than your fears and doubts. And if you fail, don't be afraid to try again. This is Lester Sumabong, your Miss Q&A Queen 2020.
It was a great honor for me to be crowned as Miss MAPEH 2020. The journey I experienced is full of wonderful memories, even though I didn't do much because of the pandemic. It has been truly an unforgettable reign and stepping stone for me to achieve my dreams. And of course, I could not have done it without the help of my friends, family, teachers, and beyond everything, God. I still remember the trials I went through before I got the crown. Just like I had chicken pox a week before the coronation. I thought that I could not participate because I have not yet recovered. And my parents also told me not to join because I might infect other candidates. But I am still hoping and praying that I would be healed and can still participate in the contest. And yes, Lord answered all of my prayers. I recovered before the finals. Even though my skin was damaged due to chicken pox, I
still continued my fight because this fight is not only for me but also for those who believe in me. And I also remember when I just continuing my journey to Miss MAPEH. I do not have beautiful clothes, I do not have many supporters like other candidates, and I also do not have fancy accessories, but I still got the crown and won. I learned that the greatest weapon you can use is invisible to others and cannot be taken away by others, because it is your brain, talent, and integrity. So just trust and believe in your own ability and pray to God, because He is the only one who's there at times you don't know what to do and no one believes in you. To my kuya, who is my makeup artist, manager, and also my stylist, thank you for all your hard work. I really appreciate it. To my friends who are always there to accompany me in all my battles, and to all of my teachers who also supported me back then up until now, thank you very much. I will cherish this memory in my heart forever. Today, I am closing one of the most beautiful chapters in the book of my life. To the next ambassadress of health, art, and wellness, always remember of what Michelle Ruiz once said, that if people are doubting how far you can go so far that you can't hear them anymore. Keep your head up, Queen. Love, Christine Campomanes, your Miss MAPEH 2020.
Mr. MAPEH 2020, Prince Angelo Flores. Our Miss MAPEH 2020, Miss Christine Campomanes. And our THS Miss Queen 2020, Lester Sumapa. And now that we have finally reached the end of the program, excited tayo kung sino ang mananalo ngayong taon. Ngunit bibitinin natin ng konti dahil malalaman natin kung sino ang mananalo ngayong taon sa culminating activity ng MAPEH. Aabangan natin pare-parehasan kahit ako kasi hindi ko alam kung sino ang mananalo at excited din ako kasi ito yung kauna-unahang virtual pageant na ginawa ng MAPEH. Ng Tondo High School siguro. Kaya masaya ako para sa mga candidates natin. At bago tayo magtapos, nais ko lang magpasalamat sa lahat ng sumali, sa Mr. and Miss MAPEH, at saka sa THS Miss Queen. Hindi mangyayari at hindi magiging posible ito kung hindi dahil sa inyo. Gayon din sa aking mga kasamahan sa MAPEH Department, sa lahat ng nag-judge, sa pamunuan ng ating paaralan, sa lahat ng department heads, sa mga teachers ng ating mga candidates. Maraming salamat po. At sa aking mga kasamahan sa MAPEH Department, thank you very much. At sa inyong mga Tondonians, thank you so much. Mag-iingat kayo at magkikita-kita tayo sa culminating activity. Thank you so much for watching, Tondonians, and stay safe.